The exchange of transaction information is really foundational to interoperability under the DSCSA. And ultimately, EPCIS is the standard, the backbone of how we achieve that as an industry. But we also recognize people don't read computer code and computer language. So part of what PDG tried to emphasize is that role of the human readable TI in identifying existing standards that can be pulled into that format and provide some structure around that human readable TI component. Verification, that's the verification of an individual product identifier, has been a point of emphasis and activity for the industry for years. And there's been a lot of good work done by a lot of good folks to get the VRS to where it is today. And so we've incorporated that into our blueprint by reference. But we also went a step further and looked at the direct to replicate verification activity, that ability for a wholesaler to rely on a manufacturer provided set of data to do the verification through that mechanism, and set forth a rule set for when and how that is appropriately done. With regard to product tracing, there was really a void of activity in the industry in terms of defining what that model for tracing can and should be, and how you can actually go about achieving ultimate traceability in 2023. We really focused on that interaction between the requester and the responder for transaction information, trying to bring some standardization and predictability to what information is part of a request for that information and what information is part of a response in response to that request. We leave it to each individual organization to determine how they will handle and process those kinds of requests and responses inside of their four walls, but tried to provide that foundation for interoperability between those individual requesters and responders. So PDG has really emphasized the importance of a credentialing process, some process by which a trading partner can confirm and validate that the entity on the other end of an electronic interaction is authorized, duly licensed or registered, and is who they claim to be. Now, we go on to say a lot about the role of digital credentials, but we emphasize that is one way of meeting that threshold. And so we've really tried to emphasize the importance of the process while providing that foundation by identifying one potential way of achieving it.